What is happening, everybody? We have Wave 4 and Beastman. I have my favorite drink, or one of my favorite drinks. You grab yours, and we will get right to it right now. All right, everybody, I know I keep saying that the waves get better and better each time, and this time is no different. I love these new Eternia figures. One reason why I am including Beastman in this Wave 4. So this is He-Man. So a lot of these new Eternia figures are based on original concept art. Let's take a look at He-Man. Here we're going to read the description. He-Man, the most powerful man in the universe. The most powerful man in the universe explores the world of Eternia, seeking to stop the sinister Skeletor from forging the scimitar of chaos. He can feel the twilight of the world coming. He can feel it in his bones. He must find the megalomaniacal madman and put an end to his havoc once and for all. The fate of the universe demands it. Okay, so along with a history lesson in the Masters of the Universe, we get a little English vocab, scimitar and megalomaniacal. All right, so let's take a closer look at He-Man. So He-Man sells, and who's buying? I'm buying, because what do we get that's different from this He-Man when we consider all the other He-Mans that we've gotten from Origins and Revelations? Well, I gotta tell you, this is a great He-Man. The things I love about this is the fact that he has on his right leg, right calf, we have a dagger that actually comes out. It doesn't go in very easy to come out or go in very easy, but that's okay. I'm going to leave it in there. It's fitted for that boot, and it's going to stay there. I love the fact that you can fit the power sword in the back. I love having a place for extra weapons. I love the fact that the axe, appears to be the main weapon, because that was supposed to be the main weapon before the Filmation cartoon came out. The helmet looks great. The armor looks great. If you look here, like, we'll take a closer look. This actually come right up. They're movable. It's great. There's an extra head, a couple extra hands, but this is perfect the way it is. The only thing that is missing is a shield, but who knows, maybe He-Man didn't have that in the original concept art, but that's okay, because I have an extra shield from a second He-Man that I bought to kind of Frankenstein a Triclops. So I'm actually going to use that extra shield and use it for this Viking He-Man. So here we are. We have Viking He-Man, or really just the original concept He-Man the Barbarian, right? Arnold was huge back then. Conan the Barbarian's my favorite. Destroyer wasn't bad, but Barbarian was my favorite. I mean, we had James Earl Jones. He was a Snake Man. Ooh, the original Snake Man. Ooh. Okay, so here we are with Skeletor, new Eternia Skeletor, again based on concept art. This looks brilliant, absolutely amazing. Probably the best Skeletor I feel like they've come out with, at least since the original. Honestly, I think this is fantastic. So we're gonna read right now. Skeletor, evil lord of destruction. Using his mastery of mystical havoc energy, the madman Skeletor uncovered the violent spell that can forge the scimitar of chaos, a weapon that collects souls and grants ultimate power to he who wields it. In an undisciplined hand, however, it will bring about the end of Eternia. To be a master of the universe, he must first master death, but at what cost? So I don't know what the deal is with this scimitar, but I thought it was the Havoc staff, but anyway. Scimitar of Chaos. There we are. Okay, and we are going to take a closer look at Skeletor right now. Okay, so taking a look at Skeletor, looks great. Of course, we have an extra head here, a couple extra hands. I do like the saber sword. You can put it in the back here, which I'm going to keep it there just because I like the Havoc staff, classic Skeletor. Soft goods cape looks really good. I'm not sure how I feel about, like, you can take this off and make it more classic Skeletor by taking the head and this cape. I do like this, but it tends to move. I'm gonna have to try to do something here to set that straight, but it looks great. Great looking figure. I think this is an excellent rendition of Skeletor based on concept. I have no complaints. No complaints. I'll set him over here if I can, and hopefully he stands. A bit stiff. Yeah. All right, and next we are going to look at Merman. We're going back to Revelations. I do like this figure. I like how he has a little bit of battle damage to him. I do wish that he had his armor. I mean, Merman with his armor, I mean, that's classic Merman. Granted, I know this is Revelations, not classic Merman, but I do like this figure. I just wish he had armor. Let's take a closer look. Well, actually, let's read the description of Merman first. So, Merman, Ocean Warlord. The undersea overlord of a lost kingdom allied himself to Skeletor out of necessity, not out of respect. Ooh. With the Lord of Destruction gone from the face of Eternia, this treacherous trout retreated to the Crystal Sea, and his army of aquaticians, good or evil, all who sail Eternia's waters do so at their own risk. Now that's really interesting, because this is the problem I had with Revelations, is that we are introduced by so many characters, but there are no backstories of really what happened to them. I mean, we're just inundated with characters. Here you go, and that was it. We were kind of guessing. But then again, people don't like stories to progress. Everybody just complained about Tila, and so all they did with the second part of Revelations is have a big battle, and that seemed to appease everybody. But it only made me mad because I only had more questions because they introduced more characters and there were no backstories. Doing things nonsensically makes me mad. But anyway, that's enough. Let's take a closer look at Merman. All right, so here we are with Merman. But before I do, I should say that we actually did get a backstory, Evil Ends. And that was cool, but that was it. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is closer look at Merman. I like this Merman. I love the sword. I love the well, it's not really a trident, is it? It's more of a spear. But I do like his feet. You have the armor of what you see. I mean, at least on his shins, looks great. Gauntlets on his forearms. Those are permanent, but that's okay. Like I said, I love the battle damage. I think that's an interesting touch. I wish there was more in-depth story of what happened to him, but that's all right. Armor, I would like to have seen armor, like I said, but all in all, Merman is a classic character. This is a villain that I feel is an essential part that you have to have, and I'm glad that they came out with him. I'm happy with him. I like the way he looks. I love the colors. The color scheme is great. But yeah, this is Merman. This is Revelation style Merman. And I will take Merman any way that I can get him. Put all the extra parts aside. Next is Tila. Now this is one that I wasn't going to pick up, but I figured I saw it just randomly at Target. It was the only one there. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna snag it. And I should mention too that Tila and Merman, they were actually on sale at Target at the time, so this was actually $14, as was the merman. So like Carl Peterson says, got to get a deal, and that's exactly what I did. And $14, I was going to get this Tila. Now, this is the more classic look. The shield really doesn't stay on very well, so you definitely have to get her arm in this position to make sure that the shield does stay in position. Tila, always a great character, one you gotta have. Or at least I do anyway. All right, so last but not least, this is new Eternia Beastman. Now, this figure is heavy. So if you order this one, I don't know what people are going to charge for shipping, but yes, this was available at my local Target, and I just couldn't pass it up. This is such a great looking figure. This is, again, new Eternia, so it's inspired by the classic concept art. We're going to look and read on Beastman, tribal leader. So, shaman of the 7 sage tribes that dwell within the majestic jungles of Eternia, Beastman defeated the mighty bear demon and earned the right to lead his people. Then they mysteriously disappeared. Now he searches all corners of the planet for his tribe. Nothing can stop him from uniting them under his care. Not the barbaric He-Man, or not even the evil Skeletor. So that's interesting. It would be interesting to know, is that his original backstory? Of course, some of the other story that you hear when you have like the classic armor, that Beastman actually stole that chime from his tribe. But that would be interesting to know if this story is more canon or not. I'm not sure. For anybody that does know, hey, comment in the comment section below, because I would like to know. So as much as I would love to make this the classic Beastman, I can't. I mean, this figure, the way it looks right now, is absolutely incredible. They knocked it out of the park. I feel like I said, with each wave and with some of these figures, they just keep getting better and better. And I don't know if it gets really better than this figure right here. We have the club, spiked club. We have the headdress, the spiked armor as like the original. When you look at the origins, the yellow there with the spikes. Although it has a skull instead of the chime or the gem, that's perfectly fine with me. Look at the soft goods cape. I mean, that is amazing. Feeling looks great. I love the forearm and the upper arm armor with the spikes. We got the knee pads. Just everything about this figure is great. It does come with a whip. I am just going to put the whip right in the back side here. But yeah, we have the classic armor that comes with it. A couple of hands. I did have to change the right hand out so he could hold the club, but I don't think it gets much better than this figure. I'm not going to even touch this figure. Like I said, I was going to go classic Beastman, but I am sticking with this. I probably won't buy 2 of these just because, unless one goes on clearance. This is a deluxe figure, so you're looking upwards at over $30 for this figure. So I'm not going to do that. I definitely think he's worth the price of admission, definitely worth the full price. These are really the figures here. Wave 4, a fantastic wave. Like I said, though, I'm including Beastman just because of the new Eternia. We have new Eternia with the He-Man and Skeletor. I think it was a good addition here. But yes, we have the Viking He-Man, Barbarian Skeletor, that's what I'm calling them. We have Merman, we have the classic looking Tila, and the Beastman new Eternia. I gotta tell you, like I keep saying every time, with each wave they keep getting better and better, and I can't wait to see. We do know what wave 5 entails. I will go over that and my thoughts on that later, but yes, here we are, Wave 4 with Beastman. And well, until next time, hope to catch you on the next one. Take care and have a good night.